You walk into the room, a glass of lukewarm club soda in your hand. You've rehearsed a few openers, you've put on the right clothes, you've even practiced your smile in the car mirror. You approach a small, laughing group, offer a polite hello, and receive a few cursory nods in return. Then, as if you were never there, the conversation closes ranks and moves on without you. You feel like a ghost, a spectator at your own life, utterly and completely forgettable. This is a scenario that plays out in thousands of rooms every single night. A common system failure in human connection. It's a frustrating and demoralizing experience, standing on the sidelines while others effortlessly command the center. Now, picture a different scenario. Someone else enters the exact same room. They don't shout, they don't perform, they don't demand attention with loud gestures. Yet, a subtle shift occurs. Heads turn. The energy of the group seems to pivot, almost imperceptibly, in their direction. People lean in when they speak, their laughter sounds more genuine, and questions are directed at them with real curiosity. They are a gravitational force, pulling people into their orbit without any visible effort. They are remembered long after they leave. The delta between these two outcomes isn't luck or innate talent. It's a specific, learnable skill set. It's a system you can install. So, what is the operating system behind this magnetic presence? It's not about being the loudest person or having the most dramatic stories. Instead, it is a calculated and elegant framework built on a few core principles that can be tested and replicated. It's about optimizing your social interactions for maximum impact with minimum wasted energy. You can deconstruct this charisma and reverse engineer it for yourself. The process boils down to three fundamental pillars: the strategic use of mystery, the counterintuitive power of active interest, and the unique leverage of a diversified skill stack. We will break down each of these pillars into simple, actionable steps. We will also explore a powerful psychological hack, the strategic use of vulnerability. Let's begin the upgrade. One of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to connect is information dumping. In an anxious bid to be liked and understood, they lay all their cards on the table within the first 5 minutes. They tell you their entire life story. They tell you their job frustrations. They tell you their weekend plans. They tell you their opinion on the latest political drama. They become an open book. But here's the problem with an open book. Once you've skimmed the pages, there's no reason to pick it up again. You've downloaded all the data. The file transfer is complete. The curiosity engine sputters to a halt. The conversation is over before it ever truly began. Human connection thrives on discovery, not disclosure. Magnetic individuals understand this principle intuitively. They treat personal information like a valuable currency, not a free commodity. They curate information to create intrigue, not manipulate. Instead of presenting a finished report, they offer a compelling headline that invites questions. That creates a pull dynamic. People seek information from you, rather than you forcing it on them. This small shift changes the power balance and positions you as a source of value. Let's test this with a simple contrast. Imagine someone asks what you did last weekend. Forgettable answer. Oh, it was pretty good. I went hiking, and on Sunday I just did laundry and watched a show. The data has been transferred. The conversation dies. Mystery-infused alternative. I spent Saturday testing a theory about how altitude affects coffee brewing. It got a little complicated. This response is a hook. It's incomplete. What theory? Complicated how? Did the coffee taste good? You've turned a mundane weekend into an engaging puzzle. Simple exercise. For the next week, when asked, "How was your day?" or "What do you do?" answer with one sentence that has a specific, slightly unusual detail, but omits full context. Instead of, "I'm an accountant," say, "I help companies find the story hidden inside their numbers." Instead of, "My day was busy," say, "I spent my afternoon in a 2-hour debate about the color blue." This tweak stops over-explaining and trains curiosity. Leave a little room for the imagination. Here lies one of the great paradoxes of social dynamics. The fastest way to become more interesting is to stop trying to be interesting. Most people operate under the flawed assumption that to capture attention, they must perform. They must have the funniest jokes. They must have the most dramatic stories. They must have the most insightful takes. They dominate the conversation, turning it into a monologue. The result? They might be remembered as loud or talkative, but rarely as charismatic. This is because the entire focus is on themselves. They make the other person a passive audience member. True charisma is not a spotlight you shine on yourself. It's a light you shine on others. The most memorable people are almost always the best listeners. They understand that every single person is walking around with a deep-seated need to feel seen, heard, and understood. By genuinely listening and asking thoughtful questions, you fulfill that fundamental human need. When you make someone feel truly fascinating, they transfer that positive feeling onto you. They walk away not thinking, "Wow, I have to remember all those facts," but rather, "Wow, I felt amazing talking to that person. They really get me." That feeling is what makes you magnetic. You become a mirror reflecting the most interesting parts of the person you're with. The key is to move beyond generic, dead-end questions. How are you? Gets you fine. What do you do? Gets you a job title. These are conversational cul-de-sacs. Ask better questions. Open-ended, curiosity-driven questions that invite a story. Instead of asking what they do, ask what the most surprising part of their job is. Instead of asking where they're from, ask what people get wrong about their hometown. These questions require a small amount of thought and signal you are genuinely interested in their unique perspective. Let's run a small diagnostic. Here is a mini exercise for your next interaction. Apply the 3-question rule. First, after they tell you something, ask, "What did you mean when you said it was intense?" This shows you were paying attention. Second, ask an emotional impact question. And what lit you up the most about that experience? Third, ask a future-oriented question. What are you hoping to tackle next with that? By guiding the conversation this way, you are an active participant in their story, making them the hero of the narrative. People who are only interested in one thing tend to be one-dimensional. If your entire life revolves around your job and finance, every conversation will eventually loop back to interest rates, market caps. If your only hobby is watching a specific genre of television, your conversational well will run dry very quickly. These individuals are predictable. Interesting people, however, are rarely specialists in a single domain. They are generalists who collect a diverse portfolio of skills experiences, even at a novice level. This is the concept of the skill stack. The idea of combining seemingly unrelated skills makes you exponentially more unique and resourceful than being an expert in just one. This cross-pollination of hobbies creates rich, unexpected, memorable stories. It gives you a broader palette of metaphors, analogies to draw from, allowing you to connect ideas in novel ways. A story isn't just about what happened, it's about how you frame it. Someone who only knows about coding will explain a problem in technical jargon. But someone who also practices martial arts might explain a coding problem with the analogy of balance, leverage from jiu-jitsu. This unexpected connection makes the story stick. It reveals a mind that is curious, agile, capable of seeing the world from multiple perspectives. Consider the raw material for your stories. If you learn to bake sourdough bread and also take a beginner's course in astronomy, you suddenly have the capacity to tell a story about the patience required to cultivate a starter culture, comparing it to the eons it takes for starlight to reach us. It sounds quirky, intelligent, and real because it is. You are not making things up. You are simply connecting the dots from your own varied experiences. The more dots you have, the more interesting the pictures you can draw. This is how you build a unique personal brand and a library of compelling narratives without ever having to fabricate anything. Here is a simple, actionable experiment to start building your stack. This month, pick one small, completely new skill to learn. It doesn't have to be monumental. It could be learning 3 chords on a ukulele, trying a bouldering gym, taking an online class in calligraphy, or learning to identify 5 local bird species. Dedicate just 2 hours a week to it. At the end of the month, you will not be an expert, but you will have a new lens through which to see the world, and more importantly, a fresh set of stories that no one else can tell in quite the same way. If you're enjoying this framework, you'll find even more strategies for personal optimization and skill acquisition in my weekly Social Mastery newsletter. Be sure to subscribe. In our quest to be impressive, we often make the critical error of chasing perfection. Psychologists call it the pratfall effect. When competent people make small blunders, their likability increases because the mistake makes them human. Share small, low-stakes mistakes. If you forget someone's name, smile and say, "My brain just rebooted, please tell me your name again." It communicates confidence more effectively than a flawless performance ever could. The final power thought: stop trying to be impressive. Start trying to be real. Be curious, not loud. Be real, not perfect. People will come to you.